So someone suggested to me that I go ahead and round up all of the questions that I get most frequently asked while on my journey and do a wrap up for my 3 months. So that's what I'm gonna do. I have compiled a list of 8 to 10 questions, like I said, that I get asked pretty frequently. So I'm just gonna give it to y'all, give y'all the answers, and if y'all have any more questions, just feel free to drop it in my comment box. DM me on Instagram or just comment me on Instagram. I'm very easy to reach. So I gotta go to the store and get a couple of things, so I figured now would be a good time to do it. See, let me get right into the questions. How do you eat healthy on a very tight budget? Okay, so this came from one of my subbies from one of my first videos that I made, actually the grocery store video that I made. And I even talk about it in my ebook, because not every time that I go to the store do I have like a buttload of money to spend on groceries, and y'all know how expensive groceries are. Like, so it's sometimes that I have like a $60 budget, $80 budget. It's even been times that I only had $25 to work with for the whole week. Like, what I'm gonna do with $25? What I did was just buy those microwave meals. I don't make it a habit, but they are a good staple to have in your refrigerator for times like that. Number one, you don't have to guess on calories. They have the calorie count and the nutritional facts right there. So that is something like, they be like 6 for $10. That's 6 meals for $10. Who could beat that? You know? Other than that, you might want to just be vegetarian for the week. You know, proteins can be a lot, but you can also get protein from broccoli and things like that. So you want to do like a lot of salads and vegetables on the weeks where your budget is lower. Next question. How do you eat the same things over and over again? I typically, hold on, the cops are coming. Definitely didn't want them to see me recording while driving, but how do I eat the same thing over again? I try not to eat the same things. That's why I switch it up and buy like the healthy choice meals, just so that I'm not, there's some things that I'm going to always stock up on, like salads, chicken breast, salmon, things like that. But I mean, there are other options. There's a lot of healthy choice options. I don't have an extensive palate. I don't like to try different foods and things like that, so it's not a problem for me to eat the same thing. Okay, this next one is a good one. They asked me, what do you do? Let me see. What do I do if I don't find myself losing weight after like 2 months? I always say, like I said, in, you know, when I first started my journey, I write down everything that I eat. I write down my workouts, like what I do at the gym. You want to keep a log of those things just so that you can see what you're doing. So if you find that you're not losing the weight, you want to take a look back through your journal and see, like, okay, am I consuming too many calories? Am I not, you know, burning off enough calories? Things like that. If you have substantially changed your eating habits and you're working out and you still have not seen any weight loss, I would suggest that you go see your physician, because there may be something internally that's happening with your thyroid or your blood pressure, or, you know, anything like that, things that's not foreseen to the outside. So you want to check in with your physician and ask them, you know, why you're not losing the weight. Because if you're eating healthy, you're working out, you're drinking a gallon of water every day, and you're still not seeing any changes, then something may not be right. Okay, so I'm about to go into the store. So I'm gonna leave my list in the car, but I do have 2 questions. One is, how did I lose the weight? And obviously someone who does not follow my journey on YouTube asked me that question. But what I will say, I will attribute most of my weight loss success to intermittent fasting. I did start off my journey by doing the 5 to 6 small meals a day, but I quickly changed into intermittent fasting and seen a much more substantial change with regards to that. So I also drink a lot of water. I don't always drink a gallon every day. I do drink sparkling ice water as a carbonated water beverage, and I count those towards my gallon. Green tea as well, like any kind of fluid or liquids that you're drinking, you can attribute to your gallon of water that you need to drink every day. What was the other question? Oh, the other question was, how do I work out if I'm intimidated by the gym? That's a tough one, because you have two options in that regard. You don't have to go to the gym to work out. You can work out at home, but you have to overcome that fear, because you're stuck in a place, maybe because you feel overweight and you feel like people are going to judge you. You know, it really depends on what's your idea of why you're intimidated at the gym. What I found was a lot of times I felt intimidated as well. I was like, okay, people are looking at me and they're laughing at me because maybe I'm not lifting correctly, or whatever the case is. But honest, the truth is, people in the gym are not worried about you. They go in there to get their gains, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then I do find that people are more so helpful. If they're looking and they see that you're doing something wrong, people tend to give you pointers. You know, this is what you could be doing instead of doing it like that. Like, you know, so you kind of gotta just put yourself out there, get vulnerable, because that's the only way you're gonna see change. Changes happen outside of your comfort zone. You gotta get uncomfortable to see those changes. All right, I'm back in the car, so let me see about this list. I don't want to look bulky. Can I skip weights? I don't know where that stigma came from about lifting weights. Like, you're gonna lift one set of weights and you're gonna wake up bulky. Like, that doesn't even happen. Like, anything takes time. So, you know, if you include weightlifting in your regimen, you're not gonna get bulky. You're gonna burn more calories, and that's essentially what you want to do anyway. You don't have to lift like crazy heavy weights. Just look up some resistance training, strength training. There's weightlifting where you want to get strong, and then there's weightlifting programs where you just want to build your stamina and your endurance. So do your research before you decide which weight training program you want to include, but you definitely want to incorporate lifting weights, and know you're not going to get bulky unless you train to get bulky, period. Let's see what else. They're asking me, how long have I been natural? So I have been natural for about 5 years now. I have not had a relaxer in 5 years, but last July I had cut my hair into like this funky little style where the sides and the back was shaved off. Like, I even had my name cut into my head. I'll show y'all that clip. But so I've been natural for 5 years, and I've been growing my hair back since last June was my last haircut. So last June my hair was shaved all the way on the sides here, and this is how much growth I've got for that first year. It's longer on the top because my hair was longer, but what I'm doing is cutting off those color. I had my hair colored, so I want to be completely natural with no color, no nothing. So I'm just cutting that. Once I get those last little bits cut off, then I will be fully natural and back in the game. Okay, so another question is, what made you feel like, F it, it's time for a change? The thing about that is, this is not my first time. This is by far not my first time losing weight. I have been up and down like Oprah literally my entire adult life. But this time I decided that I was not going to start over again. This is going to be my final hoorah. So what I did this time was I made a dedicated and realistic approach to my weight loss. I decided to change things. Like in the past, I would go gung-ho into like this crazy diets. I've tried the cabbage diet. I've done like all kinds of craziness, and it doesn't last long. Like, it just doesn't last long. So this time I look forward to my cheat meals, intermittent fasting. Like, I owe intermittent fasting my life, like, and I'm gonna keep saying it until I'm blue in the face, because it really works for me. Like, it works for my lifestyle. You have a little bit more leeway with the foods that you eat while you're intermittent fasting. And so that's something that I can sustain for the long run. And that was what is important to me this time. Like, no, you're not going on a diet again, Juice. You're changing your whole lifestyle. Let's see. I think I have one more question. Oh, this question is for the big-breasted women. They are looking for a good sports bra that they can use to work out. And I'm actually going to drop the link to the bra that I use. I'm really surprised that I don't have it on today. I literally wear these bras. Like, I bought like 5 of them. Like, I wear them not only to work out, but I wear them on day to day. Oh, I know why I didn't, because it's a cami. It's like a cami bra where it kind of comes up. It kind of comes up here, where, so your low fitting bra tops and stuff you're not going to be able to wear. But it is from Glamorise. Let me look. I wrote it down. Glamorise Woman Full Figure No Bounce Cami Sports Bra. It's $27.49 on Amazon. I now have to buy some new ones because these ones are a little bit getting too big for me, like across the back. I originally was a 38F, and now my boobies are getting smaller. But anyway, guys, those were the top questions that I get asked a lot on my journey. I have now started my next cycle, my next 3-month cycle. Sorry, y'all, the train. I have now started my next 3-month journey where I have incorporated resistance training. My focus now is going to be on lifting. Like I said before, lifting weights just burn more calories than cardio. I was a cardio junkie in the first 3 months. Like, I was definitely always cardio. I am 30 pounds down. I lost 27 in the first 3 months. So I currently weigh 201 pounds. So we're gonna see what the next 3 months. Share this video with your friends. Share with your mama, your sister, your brother, your auntie, your cousin, whoever. Share it. Share it on Facebook. Share it on Instagram. Share it through your DM. Share it on your text messages. Share it. Like, comment, and subscribe. It's Juicy Fly.